Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video I will be showing you some of the musical equipment that I have in my room. So for this first part of the video I am going to be showing you guys the small music related equipment that I have. So the first musical related piece of equipment that I have is this thing. I don't know exactly what the name of it is called, but you basically use it to, like when you're putting strings on a guitar, you'll put it on one of the tuning pegs and it'll help like put the strings onto the little loopy thing. That's not really a good explanation of what it does, but that's like the best way that I can describe what it does. So yeah, the next thing that I have that's is like a music related piece of equipment is this case for my harmonica, which I showed you guys in my last video, which was showing you guys more of my musical instruments, and that also will be in the description down below. So the next thing that is a piece of musical equipment that I have in my room is this thing, and it's basically it's a humidifier, and it goes into the hole or a hole in a guitar that'll keep it like humidified in the dry months of the year if you live in a place where it gets like dry in winter. So the next thing that I have that is kind of not really a piece of musical equipment, but like kind of is this thing. I made it at a pottery store in the town where I live, and I use it just to keep like guitar picks and stuff in it, and I also keep my capo in it just so it has a spot to be, and so like I don't lose it like I did for 6 months. And I also keep this and this in there, and they are part of my guitar that I made with my dad. And the reason why they aren't on my guitar is because it doesn't have any strings, and I'm in the process of like taking it apart so my dad and I could add more stuff to it. And so the next piece of musical equipment, I guess you could call it, that I have is these bass strings, and that's pretty self-explanatory. They're strings for my bass. And speaking of strings, the next thing, the piece of musical, I also wouldn't consider this a piece of musical equipment, but like it kind of is, but like kind of not in my opinion, is this bag. And I use this bag to keep my guitar strings in it, and like these kind of like just keep my strings in it, and I would keep the bass strings in it, but they don't fit in there. And I also sometimes keep leftover strings that I took off guitars and them because I like making little stuff out of my guitar strings that I use. And so the final small piece of musical equipment that I have in my room is this amplifier, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's an amp that I use to like plug my electric guitars in and my bass. And yeah, and like it has like in the back it has like chords and like yeah, and like just like cords that you can like plug in to different places. So yeah, that is basically all of the small related musical equipment that I have. So this next part of the video, I will be showing you guys the bigger pieces of musical equipment that I have. So the first piece of bigger music related equipment that I have is this ukulele case that I have for my ukulele. I don't really use it because I don't really take my ukulele out of the house because I haven't had the chance to because of quarantine. So yeah, the second piece of music related equipment that I have that is considered bigger is this case for my electric guitars. Yeah, I don't really use it either because I don't really have the chance to take my guitars out of the house anymore. I only really used this case was for guitar lessons, which I don't do anymore. So yeah, the third music related equipment piece thing that I have is another case for one of my electric guitars. I also don't really use it anymore because of what I said earlier, but hopefully once quarantine is over and I get over my nerves and start going out and performing more, I will be using my cases a lot more than I do. And so the last piece of bigger musical equipment that I have that I would like to show you guys is this big, bulky guitar case. I really like this case. I use it for my acoustic guitars, and the thing I like most about the case is the inside, and hopefully I don't knock over the camera like I have been doing when I open this, but this is basically what the inside looks like. I'm doing my best, but it's basically just like furry, or not furry, but like soft, and like gives my guitar, my acoustic guitars, like something soft to be on and not like something hard that could like mess up and like scratch up my acoustic guitars. Yeah, that is all of the bigger musical equipment that I have. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like and a comment and share this video. My socials and my other YouTube channels will be in the description down below. And if you want to stick around and be a nerd about music with me, please subscribe. Bye!